Hello, 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 hello. Okay, very cool. Let's do it. Let's say some stuff. Hello and welcome to Heavy Metal Rex. My name is Waze, and today there's a couple of things I want to talk about, things that have been going on in my personal life and things that have been going on in the Subaru life, because I think these things actually kind of go together. Recently, you guys know that I have obviously been putting out a lot less content, and some questions have been coming up about exactly what's going on, but I think I'm at the point where I can just go ahead and tell you, because people have been asking me, why are you sleeping in your car? Don't worry, I'm not sleeping in my car. My wife and I, unfortunately, we got a divorce. Well, we're still going through a divorce right now. We're actually selling the house. The house has been empty for a while, which is the reason why I don't have a proper place to actually record. I have mentioned that I did have to leave my job at Ecotech, so that thing made things a little bit harder. I've actually been looking for a job for some time, and miraculously, a job fell into my lap. Our local Subaru dealership, Sunset Hill Subaru, where I actually bought both of my WRXs and where I've sent other people to buy their cars. I've actually been friends with the general manager there, and he actually let me take that WRX TR out to make a video. And actually, I'm going to be doing a video on the TS very soon as well. He actually called me up, and we were able to find a way for me to work at the dealership, which is kind of crazy because I was actually looking to get back into IT. I am doing IT there. I'll be doing IT, media, and kind of just helping out wherever I can. I'll be a technology specialist, whatever that means. So there's been a lot of life changes for me, and it's been really, really difficult. I've mentioned this in the past where last year actually, when I lost my job then, it was really hard for me to get in front of camera because I just sometimes don't feel like talking to anybody, which I've been trying to get past that because, you know, it is really important for me to continue to do what I do and just not having the space. Like I can't work on my car in the garage because I don't have any of my tools. My car's been making all kinds of noises. I know I can fix it if I could just find a place to park it and work on it. All that, which leads into something else that happened recently, which I got really sick. I was actually supposed to go to Boxerfest last weekend. I ended up missing it because my stupid ass left a cavity tooth in my mouth, which like infected my throat. Just all kinds of really bad adult decisions, honestly. So I've been working on fixing that. So I finally got that fixed. As you can see, I can talk normal, which I'm very thankful for. But now that leads into this coming week, which is Subaru Midwest, which I for sure am going to, especially considering it's in my backyard. It's here in Illinois, and it's only like a 3-hour drive for me. So definitely gonna be there. And then after that, we have in October, I think it's like October 10 or 11, Subaru Texas, which I for sure will be there. My buddy Doug has been asking me to come out to the pre-car meet that happens down there. So I'm gonna try really hard to make it. And then of course, we end of the year with Subaru Florida, which I will also be going to. That won't be until December. So a lot going on. This year has been very weird, trying to like figure out what to do and figure out what my life is gonna look like, where I'm gonna be doing, you know, where I'm gonna be working, where I'm gonna be living, all that stuff. That has definitely put a pretty big hit in YouTube, as you can imagine. So reeling all that back to Boxerfest. Subaru did something interesting. Subaru decided to release another. I have a lot of opinions on this because if you remember earlier in the year, they had the Galaxy Purple. Wait, was that last year? Was the Galaxy Purple last year? Wow, I don't even remember. Well, whatever it was, they announced the Galaxy Purple WRX TS and then they announced the Galaxy Purple BRZ. Fine, you want to have like extra color cars, whatever, you know, it's not a big deal. They're limited edition, it's okay. Well, this year at Boxerfest, I missed it. I wish I was there for this. They actually unveiled another color. There's something that they have used in the past. They say they used it in the 2015 XV Crosstrek. They've used it on the BRZ STS Sport, WRX STS S207, which that is the only time I actually remember seeing this color. Is new color Sonic Yellow, or in this case, Series Yellow. It's going to be in the BRZ and it's going to be the WRX. I don't have a whole lot of pictures, but this is actually a video from they like, oh my goodness, what happened? They were like drifting these cars around. It was pretty cool to see them actually showcase the cars in some capacity, but it's just a color change. It's a color, exterior color with very interesting interior accents, which again, I've been trying to find pictures. I don't know why there's like no real pictures of this. They want to sell these cars. and they don't really showcase them that much. They're just WRX TSs, or it's a WRX TS, so you've got like the 19-inch wheels, the adjustable electronic dampers, you've got the digital dash, you've got the interesting stitching on the inside, the Brembos, you know, eyesight, all that stuff. Again, nothing new for us, but it's not really something that people asked for. Nobody really asked for the Galaxy Purple, but if I had to pick between these two colors, the yellow just looks way, way better than the Galaxy Purple. Honestly, the Galaxy Purple from a distance is even hard to tell, really. It's a color that just doesn't stand out. This new yellow actually looks pretty amazing, I'll be honest. What's funny is Aeroflow Dynamics is actually putting together a car that they're giving away. Ironically, the color they chose also was yellow, and it's like, oh man, because it's see, I don't know why they're only showing the BRZ. There's not a whole lot of pictures of like the yellow, which sucks. I don't know why there's not that many pictures of the yellow WRX. But ironically, Aeroflow Dynamics is putting together this whole car. They wrapped it yellow. They're putting all these parts on it. They're gonna be giving it away. And I said it then, I was like, dude, that yellow looks so good. I wish Subaru actually gave us a yellow. Now, this is great for everybody else that's coming into the game that does not own a WRX, but I believe this is gonna be limited to this TS, so you won't be able to go get a premium with the Sonic Yellow or the Bright Yellow or Series Yellow or whatever, which that kind of sucks because at least the purple, you kind of can pick it as an option on any of the WRXs, but then we do lose the orange, which is weird. But like I said, we had the purple in the past, which the purple, I mean, it looks okay. I'm not really crazy about it. I didn't really care for that color on both the BRZ or the WRX. The yellow at least looks good, but there's no other, that's it. That's all, for 2026 so far, that's all the information we have, or at least going into 26, that's the only information we have. Now, I do know that Subaru is doing a lot more with other vehicles, like obviously the new Outback is coming. They have a couple of new EVs that they're doing, but like, I haven't heard any other news about what's happening with the performance division. Now, what's interesting about working at the dealership is I will be privy to some information that I may not be able to share with everybody, obviously with NDAs and whatever, and obviously they will tell me when an NDA is involved, but as of right now, I don't actually know anything substantial. What I do know is that picture of the hatchback STI WRX combo that's been circulating, that's supposed to be shown at the October Auto Show. Nobody anywhere in America knows anything about that, which is really interesting because they just had their Subaru National Conference, and this is kind of where Subaru tells all their dealers like, hey, here's what to expect, here's what's coming, here's the new stuff. But this was nowhere to be seen, and this is the Subaru STI Japan CTO. This is the guy that said a bunch of stuff about this car, and there's this silhouette, and I'll put it up here. Nobody knows anything about it. I don't know anything about it. Nobody at any dealerships knows anything about it. All my Subaru friends don't know anything about it. So whatever this guy is talking about, I have no idea. As far as I know, there is no STI that is coming next year. As far as I know, the WRX is coming back again next year. I have not heard of any body changes. I have not heard any facelifts, because normally we do have facelifts on these WRXs, or some of these models sometimes we get. There is just no other real substantial news in the WRX sphere, which kind of sucks because I want something to be excited about, and a new color is not enough for me, honestly. And I'm sure, I speak for most of you, a new color is not what you're looking for either. Now, there's obviously more aftermarket stuff that's going on. TPG Tuning does have a crazy 800 horsepower WRX. IAG actually just did a video on that. I do plan on talking about that myself once I can familiarize myself more. Actually, I'd love somebody from the shop to actually come on the channel. That would actually be even better than me just talking about it. Have them talk about it because they actually know what the hell they did. Not a whole lot going on. I hope I see you guys at Subifest Midwest. And then we can sit down and talk. I will actually be working, so if you see me just running around, just feel free to grab me. I hope that there's more news coming out soon. I really do. Not just so much for you guys as well, but I want shit to be excited about too. I want to do cool stuff to my car, And I still am gonna do very cool stuff to this car. It may not be as cool anymore, everybody's already done it, but like, I wanna fix up my car this coming year and make it look a little bit more presentable. Right now, it's been through a lot and it's done a lot, but it just doesn't look the part at all. So I wanna do a big wing, I wanna do crazy side skirts, I wanna do, I don't know, we'll figure it out. But that's all I have. Hopefully some of this information is helpful to you guys. Hopefully you found it informative. Hopefully the stuff about me is kind of informative, kind of give you guys an idea of what's been going on. I know people say like I don't owe the internet anything about my personal life, but it affects me. It affects the way I do everything. So most of you guys are my friends, and I feel like I'm just telling my friends what's going on. So anyway, I hope you guys found this video informative. We got 1 week before Subaru. I will start posting all kinds of shorts and things anything that comes up. And of course, while I'm there, I'll be posting every 20 minutes of my day because I actually find it really fascinating, not only to do, but to share. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one.